Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new weekly painting, and this time I'm going to explain how to do like ice, an ice base, right? Like if they are working on top of frozen water, okay? Like a frozen lake or icy lake. So what I have done to this point is I have put here, you can maybe see it like that. I put a film on top. Okay, you can put plastic card. But in my case, I just use the plastic of a blister. Okay, you take the flat plastic of a blister and you put it here, and you have a very thin. You want something that is really smooth. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply Fenrisian. I will apply Fenrisian. You can apply any light blue or something like that. So I will start with Fenrisian gray. Okay, they call it gray, but it's more a blue. We are going to start applying a couple of layers or more to have a very thin layer of Fenrisian gray. Okay, so it will start like that. Okay, very. You want to have it as smooth as possible. If you can also apply it in spray but I will do it from zero here. Okay, so I will do that, and I will let it dry. Okay, and then I will do another layer, and I will do several layers until I have a nice coverage of Fenrisian gray. So now I will wait that this dries, and I'm back. So the previous layer have dried. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a little bit more Fenrisian gray and we apply it in the opposite direction. Okay. If you do more than one base, is what I will recommend you to do. So you can, once you have finished the last one, the first one will dry, and then you can do the second layer. You can see now it's much more uniform, but I will still need to do another layer. So like that we will up until we have a uniform layer of Fenrisian gray. Okay, once that we have this very thin layer or very smooth layer of Fenrisian gray, now I'm going to apply a Sottec green, okay, a turquoise. This is very personal. You can go for a color like that. You can go for a color more like this one, Calidor Sky. You can even go for a lighter blue, okay? In my case I will go for this turquoise, okay, to give the next layer, and I'm going to try to thin it down also quite a lot. Okay, so I'm taking, big brush, moisture wear the brush, and we want to apply it again very thin, okay, translucent, as you can see here. Okay, the idea is that it's very watery and we have some translucency of the ice. Okay, something like that. You can even, one thing that you can do is you can apply some water in some places to make it a little bit like that. Okay, so we have something like that, and now I will wait that this dries before doing the next step. Okay, once we have the turquoise color have dried, now I'm going to do the scratches. So we are going to take a brush. We are going to use white. Okay, and let's to start doing some scratch. Okay, we are going to do thin lines. Take a better brush. Something like that. Okay. we can make some lines. Like that. Okay, we have the lines done. Now we will take a dark turquoise. I'm going to go next to the line just in one side. Okay. I will not do all. Because this will help me to thin out even more the white. So once we have these lines, the next step is to work a little bit to create depth and to create. So we'll take a little bit of contour blue as well to make some parts. And in the end, the eyes will be a reflection of the sky. So this can be it can go from blues really to from dark blues to turquoise color, depending on the environment where we are doing this picture or where we are trying to create the atmosphere. So what I'm going to do now is I was looking at pictures, so we can create, for example, here a darker side. Okay, we thin down. I will use again turquoise color. And at the end I want to go for a very bright Bahar blue, very bright blue. We are going to now mix it. And it's good if we create some like tone variations that are more aggressive. We try to keep more or less the same type of impression. So I just create the lines to follow as a pattern, and now we are going to do this type of transitions. anyways. So you can have some that, for example, have darker here on this corner. Okay, and then goes lighter, and we go far. Stick. We have to give a little bit of consistency all around, so to avoid that it's looking weird. And whole light and bluish will depend as well on the, you can go whiter, you can go turquoise, you can go even darker color, or grayish colors if you are doing an environment that is more grayish sky. You can see what this is looking like. The end is a little bit of fantasy what we try to do here, right? So some part will be darker and some part will be lighter, depending how the light is reflecting, depending how deep is the lake or the water. The thing to do the shade next to the white lines is that will help even to trim a little bit more the lines to make them thin. Okay, here I will go like that, and now we will use the darker turquoise. I'm using the dark turquoise I'm using is again Zotek green, okay? So I'm using Zotek green, Cantor blue, and Bahro blue. And with that we work all the colors variations, mixing them directly on the base. I'm making with a type of wet blending. Okay. You can see now to be fair, I don't know what to do after using these bases, after making these bases, because I don't have any army on the eyes. Environment. I just did because I was asked how this is how I will do ice bases, right? I wanted to share a way to do that. Go here, but I wanted to use the Cantor blue first. And again, how dark and light, it's up to everybody. But I think it's important to add some variation, some random patterns, because this is helping. Even if you leave like that, some lines sometimes, it's helping to sell the icy environment. Okay, and then now I will wait that this dries. Okay, and I will come back with the final detail. Oops. To look like that. Okay. think that going to this turquoise type of coloration helps a lot. Okay, you have seen. Here you have. So now I will wipe this device and we are going to give a gloss finishing to this. Once the paint has dried, we take gloss varnish. You can use as well hard coat if you want. I'm going to use this because the hard coat I have is quite thick today. Today it's quite thick, the one I have. Okay, we take a gentle brush. I would use this one. I want to use a soft brush. Apply it. Okay, and we apply it carefully on the base. I prefer to go a little bit thick, but it's important, I mean thick on layer, but not on the, you want something thin, and be careful not to have too many bubbles. Okay, over there. Okay, now I will wait at this device and I will be back. So this is how it looks like once the varnish has dried. Okay, we have the gloss effect depending on the angle of the camera. Now I'm going to apply Valhalla and Blizzard. Okay, so I'm going to use one of my tools. Okay, take a little bit of this Valhalla and Blizzard. Any snow effect will work. Okay, and you can apply it. I recommend it in one side to create a little bit the effect of the frozen. Not too thick. And you can even break it a little bit like that. Like if it's the border of the. It's mainly to give a little bit the sensation of the. No, you can apply more or less depending on your taste. Okay, but I would recommend to apply a little bit of Valayan Blizzard here and there. You can apply it in just on some of the bases depending on how you want to do it, right? So like that will be. I will not put too much. Then we will paint the border of the base. Okay, and then if you, I don't know, I will show you. You want to put a miniature there. Okay, so imagine that I put this lady. So she can be standing like that, or you can put it standing like that on the eyes. Okay, so let me show you a little bit. Okay, I have this, but you can go like that, for example. Okay, so this is how we will approach frozen lake. You can apply or not the snow at the end. I think the snow can make a nice effect, and now I need to find a use for this base because I really like it, and I think I will use it on some of them, maybe in some characters, on some miniatures that will do it only for that. Okay, so that's all for now. So I hope you have liked this one. Please let me know what do you think. Give a like if you have liked this video. As usual, thanks a lot for watching and see you again later. Bye.